Hot inflation data and surging oil prices shatter Wall Street's record-setting rally today. Welcome. This is Daily Market in 3 minutes. Let's dive in Wall Street. The S&P 500 index fell 12 points to close near 7,400. The tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped 186 points, finishing around 26,088. The Dow Jones Industrial Average bucked the trend, gaining 56 points to close at 49,760. Magnificent 7 performance was mixed today. Apple, Meta, and Nvidia managed to rise nearly 1%. On the downside, Tesla dropped almost 3%, while Microsoft, Amazon, and Google fell around 1% each. In sectors, energy was the undisputed winner, surging over 2.5%, followed closely by materials and industrials. Communication services and consumer staples were the primary losing sectors. In commodities, Bitcoin climbed to near $81,700. Gold dipped slightly to $4,721 an ounce, while silver rose over 1.5% to $87. WTI crude oil surged over 4% above $102. The April Consumer Price Index came in hotter than expected at 3.8% year-over-year, with core inflation doubling its previous monthly pace to 0.4%. This sticky inflation data triggered a broad sell-off in high-duration technology shares, dragging the Nasdaq lower. At the same time, geopolitical tensions escalated as President Trump rejected a peace counter-proposal from Iran, leaving the vital Strait of Hormuz effectively closed. The prolonged Middle East conflict sparked the massive surge in crude oil prices, which directly propelled the energy sector to the top of the leaderboard and weighed heavily on the broader S&P 500. The 10-year Treasury yield jumped to 4.45%, and the 10- to 2-year yield spread widened to 31 basis points. The US dollar index strengthened to 98.4, and the VIX volatility index spiked nearly 7% to 18.4. This coordinated rise across yields, the dollar, and volatility reflects institutional investors pricing out Federal Reserve rate cuts and hedging against stagflation risks. Despite the sell-off, the CNN Fear and Greed Index held at 66.9, remaining firmly in the greed zone. This indicates that underlying market optimism and dry powder are still providing a floor for equities. The short-term market outlook points to a highly volatile defensive environment as investors balance the artificial intelligence margin trap against a 1970s-style energy supply shock. Looking at critical events in the coming 7 days, traders are watching the U.S. Producer Price Index release on Wednesday. On Thursday, all eyes will turn to the Senate Banking Committee markup of the Cryptocurrency Clarity Act. Finally, President Trump meets with President Xi Jinping in Beijing starting Thursday for a pivotal global summit. As always, this video is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Please like and subscribe for more. See you next time.